G'day everyone, Prep Aussie here. Hope you're all well in whatever part of the world you're watching this video. Today is the 31st of the 12th, 2017, i.e. last day of 2017, and the time here is 07:51 AM Australian Eastern Standard Time. First off, folks, I'd like to thank everybody that's watched my site over this year. As you know, I don't make any money out of doing this. It's not monetized or anything. I just like doing investigative stuff, and whether it's about Nibiru, politics, financial, whatever really, whatever interests me, I like to follow up. So it's been good that, you know, I've caught everybody's attention and I'm starting to get the word out there. Right, having said that, here's something of interest. This is today's Zero Hedge front pages. Why am I showing you this? Well, this morning, in a funny turn of events, I was actually reading the top article, which was not this article here. It was to do with the Clinton, Huma Aberdeen Clinton emails that were released via the State Department on the 28th, and also it was I was reading the article quite well, and all of a sudden, bang! The email literally disappeared while I was reading it. So the reason I'm telling you guys, if you're in America and you're watching this, then there's been some skullduggery going on because it no longer exists on this page. And just to prove it, I'll refresh the whole page. And there you go. I've gone 3 pages back. I've put searches in the search engine. It's not there anymore, folks. It's disappeared. So I was just wondering if someone in America could contact Zero Hedge and advise them that we haven't got it over here. It's been deleted from the account. And I'll prove it. Look. This is the second page. There's that one about her cousin who's a frauding rat, apparently. Nice to know they've got such a nice family. One's a pedo and the other one's a fraudster. Oh, she's also a fraudster as well, I'm guessing, but maybe they take tickets in turn, take turns in being a shitbag for the day or something, who knows. But look, folks, it's not there. It's gone. It completely disappeared while I was reading it. So they took it off the site. So like I said, I was just wondering if somebody could contact Zero Hedge at your end and just say to them, hey, listen, in Australia, the article about Hillary Clinton has disappeared. It's been taken off your site. It's probably on your sites in America, but it's not here. Okay. We all obviously know about the executive order. And I found this after a fellow US Patriot sent me information regarding this. It's out in the open. Everyone knows about it. But I thought it was interesting that this came from US News, Best States. Excuse me. I was wondering who actually owns this site, because, man, I've searched high and low, and the only place I can find this information is on YouTube. So, well done to the US Patriot that sent me this. He's an ex-army vet, 2 tours, I believe, in Iraq and Afghanistan, if I remember correctly. So he's no dummy. He's actually a good friend of mine, actually. Or he's become a good friend. So this is true, folks. This is actually happening. This crew of people is actually down there now on site. in Guantanamo. I wasn't sure why they'd sent the Arizona, which sounded weird to me. I thought, well, maybe there must be Marines and everybody that could do the job, but they deployed the National Guard, which I thought was kind of weird. But in actual fact, the National Guard is this particular group are a military police group, so that makes sense, doesn't it? And while we're thinking about things like that, you know, it's been bugging me why this Q person just keeps putting out tidbits of information, and I've actually figured it out. If you were someone who had information on somebody else, or you know, a group of people, like a big group, a cabal, you wouldn't go after the top person first, would you? What you'd actually do is just make people start disappearing one by one, day after day. You know, could you imagine Hillary Clinton at the moment sitting in New York or wherever the hell she is and picking up the phone to talk to someone and this phone number no longer exists. So basically what they're doing is they're actually starting to, what's the word? There's a particular term. I know it's making them sweat, but there was another term for it. You know, these guys are now looking over their shoulder going, holy shit, this is really happening. And, you know, this sort of stuff proves it. But let me go into this in a little bit more detail. This is also some of the information that was sent to me by Tom, the US Patriot. I haven't seen anybody show this, so, you know, except for little tidbits here and there. And what I'm going to do for the next couple of minutes is go through this. These are pictures of the flights that went to Guantanamo, or Gitmo as everyone calls it. And it's as interesting as hell. Because, you know, you're actually seeing, this is physical evidence that we know something is going on. Something big is going on. You know, why was there a flight from El Paso to Gitmo? Was it the Arizona National Guard in it? I don't think so. They'd go on a military plane. Now, here's the other kicker with this. This red plane here is not the actual plane. I hope you can see that. That's an escort plane. So not only do you have one or two planes, sometimes you've got three. So these planes are getting flown with military escorts, folks, to Guantanamo. That's how serious this is. Well, this is just amazing stuff, isn't it? Sorry, I doubled it up there. Look at that. You know, maybe you've seen individually one of these, a couple of these, but I'm going to show you all of them just so you all know that this is actually full on. This is actually happening. This next one is extremely interesting, extremely interesting. Look at this. Now, there's word that Julian Assange is now actually in the US. If that's true, and I hope it is, then that would mean he's been spirited out of the UK. But here's what's interesting. Have a look at what normal planes do, and have a look at this. For some reason, a bunch of planes got on the ground, were on the tarmac, and they started to write SOS. How freaky is that? Look, you can clearly see it. I can't expand it for some reason. There you go, folks. It's all fixed. Look, they're actually writing SOS on the ground. And as Tom said, this is what normal planes do. Obviously, we all know that. But they don't go writing SOS on the ground. Is that freaky or what? And folks, remember, I'm from Australia, so we don't get to hear this information at all. Our newspapers, etc., are not relaying this message to us. And that's why I'm being so belligerent in getting the information out to Australians, or Aussies, as you guys call us, as we call ourselves. This is vital information that we're not getting. So as far as everyone down here in Australia is concerned, you know, the sheeple, Hillary Clinton's the best thing since Marmite on Vegemite on bread and butter. You know, they don't even know anything about her history because there's nothing written about her that's derogatory or the truth. That's a better way to say it. I can't even remember the last time. The last time I saw so many planes without their numbers or, you know, their flying, registration, etc., was in chemtrails. And that was one here or there. But you're talking about dozens of planes here, you know, daily. Look, wouldn't you just love to know who's on these planes? But we're not going to know, folks. And the reason we're not going to know is because they don't want us to know just yet. And as I said, they're just slowly but surely putting the cabal through the ringers. There's going to be someone soon that's going to be taken in the middle of the night, and we're all going to hear about it. Because don't forget, tomorrow is the 1st. Look, 3 planes blocked. Like I said to you folks, we in Australia and down under, we're not getting this information. They're well and truly keeping it from us. And there's the yellow plane with no call sign and the military escort. It's been rumoured that these planes are flying at 40,000 feet, which is extreme, folks. 40,000 is way up there. It's actually dangerous. But the reason, the only reason you'd be flying at 40,000 feet was to get there quicker. I'm not sure what 13,500 feet is, but like I said, some of these are rumoured to be going at 40,000 feet. And the reason I'm showing you this, as I said, is so that people here in Australia actually know that this stuff is going on. You know, there must be dozens of these planes now, all with military escorts, all going to Guantanamo. And this is obviously the flights going to Guantanamo Bay. Look, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14 on this page. All from the 18th right through to the 28th. And that's something else I want to bring up, folks. If you remember, on the 18th, because people have been asking me this in contacts, messages, etc. Nothing happened on the 28th. Well, it did actually happen on the 20th. Something major did happen on the 28th. Judicial Watch got the Hillary Clinton's emails from the, what's his name, Weinstein laptop on the 28th, as predicted by Q. There's some more. Look at all these. Unknown, blocked by owner, destination. Bloody hell. Guantanamo Bay, Guantanamo Bay. No, I've already shown you that one. I've already shown you that one. This is a Judicial Watch in America that BP Earthwatch was telling everyone about. You can actually go on this and listen to the guy speaking about he's the chairman of Judicial Watch, or president. State releases Clinton server emails from Wiener laptop. And that was on the 28th. And here's something that I want to put out to all the Aussie Patriots out there who ask me, you know, how they can help. Well, this is how we're going to do it, how I'm going to do it. And if you want to help me, you can. I'm going to put in a Freedom of Information request on the 2nd to find out the information as regards to contributions from the Australian government to the Clinton Foundation. I'll obviously let you guys know how that goes, you know, periodically. I'm not expecting to get the information straight away. But let's see if this is how serious this is. But, you know, we can't let this drop, folks. You can't give $250 million to a bunch of shitbags, and that's our tax money. You know how many schools and roads and everything that could have been fixed for that or built? Jeez, that makes me angry. So bloody angry. It's unbelievable. You probably could have wiped out homelessness in one stroke with nearly $250 million. So, like I said, come the 2nd, I will be filling one of these out and I'm going to submit it and I'm going to take it from there. And this was easy to find. That's the, I'll put the link to the website when I'm finished the video, so you can all you Aussies can actually do the same thing. It's time we stop this rot, folks. I don't want my kids growing up in a world full of criminals and bloody deceitful, lying bastards that they are. You know, I just can't stand it anymore. I'm not putting up with it anymore. I don't see why I should have to and why anyone else has to. It's enough. We've had enough. And as always, I'll end with some prayers, folks. I thought this was ironic. I went on Bible Gateway today, and this was the verse of the day. These things I have spoken unto you, that in me, Jesus, ye may have peace. In the world ye shall have tribulation, but be of good cheer, I have overcome the world. How unbelievable is that on a day like today? And what I was searching for was Luke 21:36. I saw it on another YouTube channel today, and I thought, wow, that's pretty prophetic. Luke 21:36. Watch ye, therefore, and pray always, that ye may be accounted worthy to escape all these things that shall come to pass, and to stand before the Son of Man. I think the right thing to say here, folks, is probably none of us are worthy, but we've got to try harder to be worthy. Because don't forget, you're not trying to impress a boss, you're trying to impress the boss. And as always, folks, I'll end with the Lord's Prayer, the gathering prayer, the only prayer that we've got from God. The Lord's Prayer. Our Father, which art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom come, thy will be done in earth as it is in heaven. Give us this day our daily bread, and forgive us our debts as we forgive our debtors. And lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from evil. For thine is the kingdom and the power and the glory forever and ever. Amen. God bless, folks. Prep out.